Back in your childhood, that it's snowing outside, you're sitting around a fire, just had a nice meal, you're just coming back from that. Twas the night before Christmas. Twas the night before finals, when all through the school not a creature was stirring, not even a fool. The stockings were hung by the office with care in hopes that Mr. Manson would soon be there. The students were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of good grades danced in their heads. The Wildcats were all tired from a long night of cramming for tests, and they had just settled down for a long winter's rests. When out from the lawn there arose such a clatter, they sprang from their beds to see what was the matter. Away to the windows they flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to their wondering eyes should they see but a van full of 8 dedicated teachers and me. With a little old driver, so lively and handsome, they knew for a moment it must be Mr. Madison. More rapid than a race car they came, and whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Lamb, now Arnold, now Meyer and Cuccinello, on Sandstrom, on Lawler, on Madden and Ocello. What? What's the meaning of this? Santa, would you do us the honors and finish the story?
You're awesome, Santa.
You got my glasses on? Yeah. Oh. To the top of the porch. To the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before a tornado fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So, up to the hilltop, the coursers they flew, with a van full of knowledge, Mr. Manson too. Lost my place. No. Okay, and then, in a screaming sort of way, they heard each teacher say, if you get up now and study as we say, it may not be too late to get an A. As one student wrote, his answers on his hand, was turning around. Mr. Manson came with a bound. He said, don't you know that's not the way? Now get in there and study and earn an A. He was dressed to the cheek, from his head to his toe. His clothes were stylish. He was fit for the show. A bundle of tests he had flung on his back, and he looked like a wise teacher opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, how dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. But wait, his mouth was held tight, it was drawing up like a bow. He held something in his hand that he did not want the students to know. It was the handle of an old paddle that he held high on his hand. He remembered a vision of when he was a young man, the way he used to motivate students and make them behave. It was an old school tradition, an old school approach. And if you don't know what he was thinking, just ask Coach Roach. He shook when he laughed, as he recalled the little days. They thought how lucky for them I've changed my ways. And some students laughed out of fear when they saw him, but a wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon let them know they had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. As he filled all their heads with learning and knowledge, they began to know he was not a jerk. And laid his fingers aside his nose, and giving a nod to the van he rose. He shouted, "Good job," to his team, and gave a whistle. And away they all rode out as fast as a missile. But as he drove away, they heard him say, "Merry Christmas to all. May you all earn an A." I've been deserted.
It looks like Julie Johnson got her winter wish by Santa Claus appearing.